A snowstorm just came through yesterday, and instead of staying inside and getting cozy, I'm going to be spending a few days up at Blackwater Falls State Park, West Virginia. I've been to these falls so many times, but this is the first time I've been here in the winter, and this is the best I've ever seen it. It is so beautiful here. The park is located in the Potomac Highlands of eastern West Virginia, near towns like Thomas and Davis. This place is known for Blackwater Falls, which is the tallest in the state at 57 feet, but it also has great scenery and peaceful wildlife to go along with it. The falls are super accessible, requiring a short walk that takes you beside the falls, or you can view the falls from above. The views from below and above the Blackwater Falls are both just remarkable and stunning. Obviously the ones at the bottom are better because you can get literally right to Blackwater Falls. I can see why this is one of the top natural attractions in the state of West Virginia, easily. Although this place is known for Blackwater Falls, it also has some remarkable overlooks that you can find throughout the park. So one of the overlooks is Pendleton Point, which basically just gives you a different angle of the valley below from the overlook that we were just at before this. So we're gonna have a little bit of change of plans. Landing Point Overlook is a really good place to watch at sunset. Because of this, it can get really packed. Now, I was hoping because we just had a snowstorm come through that it wasn't going to be as busy, but as I was parked and getting ready, literally 3 or 4 cars came driving in. So I was really hoping to have some solitude there, but that was not going to happen. So I'm going to grab some food, head back to the Airbnb, get warm and cozy for tonight, and then tomorrow, that's when we'll get Landing Point Overlook. Don't really feel like setting up my tripod, so we're just going to do a quick rundown. Got some chicken. I got somebody else's meat. That is definitely not mine. I'm going to take that back in, and then we're going to have some hot chocolate to end the night, something sweet on this cold evening. I can't believe I ran the meat in my car. I'm going to have to go get that back to him. Just made it to the Airbnb, and so far first impressions are really good. It's a shared space with the living room and bathroom, I believe, but when I've walked through the front door I didn't see anybody else, and it was super quiet, although there was cars in the driveway, so you still get that peace and quiet. The actual Airbnb is in a cottage that's in the backyard, and you get it all to yourself. You have a TV right here, you got a microwave, fridge, and the bed looks extremely comfy. Mirror, and just all your basic needs. So I'm super excited to, get settled in, do some work on my computer, and enjoy the rest of the night. Alright, for breakfast I stopped at this little coffee shop called Tip Top, which is in Thomas. It's about 7 minutes from Blackwater Falls. I'm not really a coffee person, so I skipped out on that, but I got myself an everything bagel and then a Congo bar, which has chocolates, almonds, and cashews, I believe. It looks really good. First bite, I got it toasted. So good. Just basically anything you would expect from a bagel. I'm a pretty basic guy. I do have cream cheese in there, but I'm gonna pass on that in this heated base. Alright, time for the Congo bar. First impressions is pretty hard, so I'm assuming there's gonna be some crunch there, maybe some soft in the middle. Let's see. That is good.
The bottom of it, I wonder if that's getting like a ginger flavor. So I think the bottom, that's what that is. But man, you got crunch on the top, nice and soft in the middle, and then the bottom, I think that's where the sweetness comes from, or the middle. It's a straight ginger flavor that I'm getting. I believe it's ginger. This is good. I'm not going to eat the whole thing. I'm going to save some for later, but I definitely need one more bite. That was good. Tip Top in Thomas, West Virginia. You got my blessing.
Finally able to do the Landing Point Overlook Trail. It's just under a mile, so it's not bad at all. There's no other cars in the parking lot, thankfully, so I should have peace and quiet the whole time. Yesterday was pretty chilly, but today it honestly doesn't feel that bad. It's like barely into the 40s, so it feels quite nice. I've been to this overlook a handful of times. First time in the winter, and I have to say, winter has the best views. With all the leaves gone, it feels like you can see just everything. Looking through the valley, I see mountains that I feel like I've never seen before with all the leaves on, and I'm just left without words, really. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist? Now it's time for my least favorite part of every adventure, and that's to leave. My time in Blackwater Falls State Park is coming to an end. I got about an hour left of daylight. Today's the winter solstice, so shortest day of the year, unfortunately, but my time up here was well spent. I had such a blast. My experience was definitely a memorable one. I've been up here about a handful of times in the summer and fall. First time being here in the winter, and let me tell you, it didn't disappoint, and I kind of like it better than coming here in the summer and fall. With no leaves on the trees and snow on the ground, I feel like at the viewpoints you can just see everything. It gives you like a different perspective than when you would come here in the middle of the summer. I might stop at Swallow Falls State Park, Maryland on my way back home. If you know me, you know my plans fluctuate all the time. I'm always changing stuff up until the date. I've tried to be better at it, but I just think that's who I am. So we'll see when we get there. If not, we'll be having a nice peaceful ride. So shortly after my last talking head, sure enough, I realized that I wasn't going to have enough time to go to Swallow Falls State Park with the sun still being up. This is why I'm just not good at planning stuff. I don't know why. I think it's just a gene that I have inside me that I'm just not good at it. But this is all for this episode. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I got to share the experience with you. And until next time, World Geo out. My overall experience at the park was a 9.2. I would give the hiking a 7, alongside the scenery being a not too shabby 9.1. The solitude is the worst at 6.2, but the wildlife is a refreshing 7.7. This leads the final score to a 7.84.